Don't count your problems, count your blessings. This is street wisdom. Truth over noise.
Don't count your problems, count your blessings. We dropping jewels in these hard life sessions. Truth in your ear, hope for your pain. Street wisdom kids running through the vein. Real talk only, we don't do guessing. Lessons from the block to your spirit confessing. Don't count your problems, count your blessings. Every scar's proof that you still progressing. From the stoop to the studio, mic to the pavement. Wisdom in the raw, no filter, no fake hits. Brooklyn to the Bronx where the soul still speaks. We preach to the pain and uplift the weak. You lost a few battles, that's part of the climb. But diamonds get formed in the pressure of time. We ain't here to flex, we here to reflect. Put faith in the field where the world show neglect. Truth in the cipher, hope in the loop. God in the bars and the word in the booth. Turn trials to tapes and the hurt to a hymn. Every loss got a light when you look from within. Don't count your problems, count your blessings. We in the trenches, but we still confessing. Faith in the fight and hope in the lesson. Street wisdom podcast, this the true direction. This is Jack.
What's up with it? It's going down. I am your favorite host, Church Music, and thank you for all the warm welcomes. And thank you for joining me live, and it's going down. Street Wisdom, talk to me and I talk back. It's a lot going on in the world today, and I encourage all to stay prayerful and stay blessed. Keep your mind on heavenly things and not worldly things, and it's going down like that for real. Men are becoming more obsolete to today's women, and we're gonna really talk about it, and we're gonna talk about how we're gonna fix this thing. You know what I'm talking about? Because the destruction of relationships is so sad today. Very hurtful. But we're going to focus on the accountability of men and understanding why today's men is having such a problem. And there's areas that they really need to know. The 21st century man, the Gen Z man, are having 27% less sex than millennials at their age. You know what I'm talking about? And that's based on my exclusive study and research. But also 60% of the single women under 30 aren't even looking for relationships. And what does that mean, Church Music? Just what I said. 60% of single women under 30 aren't even looking for relationships. And here's why. Because they have 1, 2, 3, 4 men that they dealing with all in one time. Having casual sex with them all at one time. With no protection. Okay? Breaking them all. Getting paid from them all. You know what I'm talking about? Because today's women are so cold with it. They doing what we used to do back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? So, you are what you eat. You know what I'm talking about? So if you can give it, let the women take it, and they're just doing their own thing with it. You know what I'm talking about? And it's something to understand and something to witness. Because today's average man, and let me be clear, he's either simping, he's either tricking, or he's whining or complaining or blaming everyone but himself. Okay? And today on Street Wisdom, talk to me and I'll talk back. We're going to be exposing 5 harsh realities about why men are becoming irrelevant to today's women and how women feel that. But we'll also be explaining and talking about the upgrades and how we can matter again and be loving again and be something great. You know what I'm talking about? Because this ain't about hate. This is tough love to all my men. And let's jump into it. Reality 1, the simp to bitter pipeline. Okay? The problem, men. Most men today either overly surveil. And what does that mean and what does that look like? They like every woman's post on social media. You know what I'm talking about? When you're at the club, they like to buy strangers drinks and women and men, and you know, they thinking that's really something player. You know what I'm talking about? But in spite of, women are not looking for that. You know what I'm talking about? Because all women are hoes, is that's what they say, allegedly. But for me and for those that are listening, they know that there is no in between. Women despise both extremes. It's really that simple. You know what I'm talking about? And let's look at this matter like this. Let me give you a slight case study. A partner from Houston, Texas, DM'd me and shared with me that he liked church music and he liked the street wisdom, talk to me and I'll talk back. And I was very thankful for that. But he was like, church, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, I recently spent over $3,000 on a girl's OnlyFans to support her dreams. You know what I'm talking about? And I said, is that right? I said, you really did it like that? But he said, check the cold part about it. She started dating my best friend. You know what I'm talking about? And, you know, I took that real hard and I was suicidal and just the thoughts. I had chronic depression and it just really it took me in the whole situation. And I got off social media and, you know, and at the same time, I really didn't know what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I'm saying, well, how can you not know what you want as a young man? You know, and I felt the situation was pathetic. You know what I'm talking about? Because you didn't support yourself in anything you wanted to do. You wanted to support a woman that was on OnlyFans and you gave her $3,000 of your hardworking dollars or your scam dollars or whatever the case may be, but you gave her $3,000. The fix on this situation, young man, be valuable, not validation. Women want equals and never get it twisted. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just really what it is. The reality too, the death of the sexual tension, okay? Men today either are too scared to flirt, or is that harassment, or is it porn brain, or they want to Netflix and chill. You know what I'm talking about? Brother, you got to stop all that. Been there, done that. That's not the latest hot topic. That's called foolishness. You know what I'm talking about? Because women crave challenge, not chumps or chimpanzees. They challenge us, and they crave us to be men of challenge, not simps or wimps. I want to be pimps. And you heard it first right here on Street Wisdom. You know, I was in Miami, you know what I'm talking about? And this is real street wisdom. I saw a guy at the bar, and he asked the woman, you know, can I buy you a drink if that's okay? She left with the other guy that said, baby, I like what you look like. You look like real trouble. And the matter of that is that the game isn't dead. It's just your venom. You're just bad at it. You know what I'm talking about? So flirt like you're testing her, not auditioning. Confidence is assuming she wants you. Be mindful. Let me break that down for you real slow. Confidence is assuming she wants you, not begging for crumbs. Okay, my brother? And I got to keep it all the way real because I want to encourage all of us to know that it's really, 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 really real out here. Okay? Reality 3, the potential scam. Okay? And I love my brothers, and as I witness and I see you all online on TikTok and Instagram, and I hear and I witness and I see a lot of men yelling, love yelling. You know what I'm talking about? That all women want is money and They want to go to fancy restaurants, and which is true, okay, in some cases. But brother, can I be honest with you? You're 48 years old, you're a wannabe gangbanger, you're living with your mother, and you are working on your street tape, mixtape. Something is wrong with that picture, okay? Meanwhile, let's look at this. You're 45. You're an active gangbanger, or you're still living in the life of a gangbanger. You're living with your mother. You have no job, but you're working on your mixtape. That's something to think about. And also know, women don't hate potential. They hate perpetual potential. Pay attention and get it all the way real. Right here on Street Wisdom, talk to me and I'll talk back. And the psychological insight on that, based on what church music is sharing for those that are listening. Studies show women rank ambition over current income. What? Let me break that down for you real slow. Studies show women rank ambition over current income. But ambition without results after 30 days, 60 days, that's called a delusion. Show and not tell. Your hustle means nothing until it pays the bills. And I'm keeping it all the way real right here on Street Wisdom. Talk to me and I talk back. I am your favorite host, Church Music. Reality 4. Let's and I'm glad that you are paying attention. And I suggest you go back and you get your notebook, or you can grab your notebook and catch this venom and catch this game and this wisdom. Okay? Reality 4, the fitness double standard. Okay? And we all are witness to that. You know what I'm talking about? Because, man, we do complain about women's beauty standards and what they want and why they want to look like deflated air mattresses. And I'm not being rude, but I'm just telling the truth. Like Future would say, I'm just being honest. Okay? You want a 10 as a woman, but you won't lift 10 pounds. Okay? You know women are visual creatures. They like ambition, they like strength, and they like things that are well put together. The same dudes that be crying, I'm talking about body positivity on Twitter or sliding into fitness models DMs. You know what I'm talking about. Hypocrite smells worse than a gym sock. And be mindful of that and keep it all the way real. Judge less and say less. Lift more, because a strong body and a strong mind signals great discipline. That's called a sexy trait for a beautiful woman of wisdom. Okay? And never get it twisted. And I just really want to thank you, because this is really real. Okay? Men, we got to get it right, because women today say that we are irrelevant. Reality 5, the victimhood vortex. Modern men blame everything for their loneliness. Check this out. Feminism, dating apps, the system, they partners, they girlfriends, associates, colleagues, familiar spirits, but they lack their own adaptability and accountability. Okay? And it's really real like this. Now you check this out. Let's look at this generation and look at previous generations, like way, way, way back in the past. You know what I'm talking about? Your grandpa married at 20 years old in Texas or Louisiana. You know what I'm talking about? With a sixth grade education, because he built value through labor. Now that's cold game. Let me break that down for you real slow. Your grandpa married at 20 with a 6th grade education, because he built value through hard labor, working hard. Because back in them days, the men was the front line and still are the house of the household. You know what I'm talking about? They were out there working jobs, very hard jobs, and they did it like it was nothing. Okay? They built value through again, hard work and through hard labor. But today, in the 21st century, 2025, you have YouTube that provides free gems and dating apps, and you can do this and you can do that. The problem isn't the game, it's the player. You know what I'm talking about? And the fix. Adapt or die. Shit or get off the pot. Women evolve. Why haven't you? And you think about that, my brother. Women are evolving in the 21st century. Why haven't you? Adapt or die or shit or get off the pot. Okay? And I got to keep it all the way real. And I'm calling for action, men, which reality hits hardest. And we know that. But what did we miss? Women, if you can share with me, what did we miss? Call through the hotline, as you can see that it's ringing. And we will be answering your calls and get back to you. But right now, it's just really going down. The 5 hard truths, how we can be activated and be recognized and be back irrelevant to women. And we really want that as well, because we are the chosen one. Never get it twisted. And women, if we missed anything, please hit me on my hotline, DM me, email me, streetwisdomtalktome at gmail.com. Share with me, and I love to hear it. And always remember, this is Street Wisdom. Talk to me and I'll talk back. The 5 truths, the hardest of the reality. Man, we got to get it together. We got to get strong. So stay in wisdom. Count your blessings, not your problems. Practice what you preach. Each one, teach one, reach one. Street Wisdom, the basement of God. Live recording. Stay dangerous, and I'm out. Church music. Thank you for joining me.